Down there in endless tunnels carved through soil and stone, millions of creatures are working day and night, completely unaware that their simple survival habits may hold a secret capable of rewriting how we search for one of Earth's most prized treasures: diamonds. When most people think of rats, they picture pests, unwanted intruders in our homes, scavengers in city alleys, or survivors in sewers. To see why this is even possible, we first need to step back and remember where diamonds come from. Billions of years ago, under pressure and temperatures we can hardly imagine, carbon deep within Earth's mantle was compressed into the hardest natural substance known to humankind. Volcanic eruptions carried these crystals closer to the surface, trapping them in vertical structures called kimberlite pipes. Over millions of years, erosion broke those rocks apart, scattering diamonds into riverbeds, gravel fields, and loose soils. These scattered stones are what we call alluvial diamonds, and they can rest quietly in the ground, often undetected, until someone or something brings them back into the light. Enter the rat. Unlike humans, rats aren't searching for gems or wealth. They're searching for survival. But survival means digging, build nests, and create passageways. In this endless scratching, gnawing, and shifting of Earth, rats perform a task prospectors spend millions replicating. They sample the ground. Every tunnel dug, every mound of soil pushed to the surface is like a natural drill hole. Across the world, scientists and explorers have documented how animals unknowingly reveal mineral wealth. In certain regions, termites have been found bringing fragments of kimberlite to the surface, essentially pointing directly to diamond-rich soils. Birds have been observed collecting tiny gold flakes to decorate their nests, leading humans to discover rich deposits nearby. Imagine walking across a seemingly barren landscape. At first glance, the ground looks lifeless, nothing but dust and scattered rocks. But then you notice clusters of freshly dug mounds, soil pushed upward from below. These aren't natural formations. They're the work of rats, tirelessly expanding their underground networks. Curiosity makes you kneel, and as you sift through the loose dirt, your eye catches something unusual. A stone, rough and uncut, dull at first, until a ray of sunlight glances across its surface, and it flashes with a brilliance no ordinary rock could hold. You've just stumbled upon a diamond, brought to the surface not by drills or dynamite, but by the simple digging of a rat. It sounds like a story too wild to believe, but the science makes sense. Rats prefer to burrow in soft, well-drained soils, precisely the conditions where diamonds washed out of ancient kimberlite pipes often settle. In other words, the very places most likely to hold hidden diamonds are the same places rats naturally choose to dig. Their behavior, guided by nothing more than instinct, aligns perfectly with the geological forces that scatter diamonds across the Earth. Now think about what this could mean for exploration. Mining companies spend fortunes conducting surveys, digging test pits, and analyzing samples just to determine whether an area might hold diamonds. But a colony of rats does this work naturally, tirelessly, every single day. Each burrow is a free sample site. Each mound of soil is a ready-made clue. And while the rats have no interest in the sparkling stones they push aside, for us, those stones could be the difference between barren land and a million-dollar discovery. The implications are staggering. Prospectors could one day follow the trails of rats the way hunters follow tracks in the wild, patiently watching where they dig, examining what they unearth, and piecing together a natural map created not by technology, but by instinctive animal behavior. Imagine dozens of burrows scattered across a hillside, each one pushing up soil from a slightly different layer beneath. Together, those piles of dirt form a pattern, a natural sampling grid that could guide humans to the heart of an undiscovered diamond deposit. The rats don't know it, but they're laying out a treasure map in plain sight. And yet the suspense builds, because with every answer comes a new question. What starts as a simple story of rodents in soil quickly grows into something far larger. A glimpse into how nature itself, through creatures we often dismiss, may be guiding us toward riches beyond imagination. So far, we've uncovered how rats, through nothing more than instinctive digging, may unknowingly surface the very treasures humans have been chasing for centuries. But the real question lingers. Could these creatures do more than reveal a single stone here and there? Could their behavior actually guide us to entire fields of hidden diamonds? To imagine this, picture a landscape stretching far into the horizon, silent, empty, seemingly ordinary. No machines, no surveys, no markers of human exploration. But scattered across this land are clusters of rat colonies, each one tirelessly carving tunnels into the soil. Day after day, they push earth to the surface, piling dirt into mounds that most would never look at twice. Yet within those mounds lies a secret. Each one is a message from the underground, carrying fragments of the story buried below. Now imagine prospectors arriving, not with drills and explosives, but with magnifying glasses and patience. They sift through the soil outside each burrow, carefully examining what the rats have unearthed. A small crystal here, a mineral fragment there. Alone, these findings seem insignificant, but together they form a trail, a breadcrumb path left unintentionally by the creatures of the earth. Follow enough of these trails and they converge. They point like arrows to the very heart of a hidden deposit. The beauty of this idea is its simplicity. Rats are not trained, they are not guided. Their only goal is survival. And yet, in their quest for food and shelter, they may be drawing invisible maps of treasures humans have sought for millennia. It's an astonishing possibility that the world's next great diamond rush might not be sparked by satellites or seismic scans, but by the restless paws of rats digging through the soil. But here's the suspenseful twist. What if this has already been happening? What if countless diamonds have already been surfaced, lying unnoticed in the dirt near rat burrows, mistaken for ordinary stones and left behind? What if nature has been presenting us with clues all along, and we've been blind to them? That thought alone changes everything. It forces us to look closer, to pay attention not just to the grand machines of mining, but to the quiet, relentless work of creatures we've always ignored. Perhaps the greatest discoveries aren't hidden in the depths of untouched wilderness, but in the very places we overlook. The mounds, the tunnels, the dirt piles created by creatures who have no idea what they have revealed. And so the story ends where it began, with a question. Could it really be that rats, the very animals we see as pests, might also be the unlikeliest guides to untold riches? Could their endless digging bring to light what the earth has hidden for billions of years? One thing is certain. The next time you pass a simple mound of soil, fresh from the work of rats, you may not just be looking at dirt. You may be staring at the first clue in a treasure hunt older than humanity itself. And if you want to be the first to witness more of these unbelievable discoveries, don't forget to subscribe to Pro Gems and wait with us. Because the next shocking reveal may be closer than you think.